Hello, good morning.
Good
Hello,
morning, sir.
good morning, all of you.
Morning, sir.
Okay, today I would like to start chapter fifth chapter, language assessment and evaluation. Language assessment and evaluation. Okay, then see. Can you look here? Anything? Can you view? Can you view the slide here? Can you view the slide here, Teresa? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Chapter, sir.
Okay, what can you look there?
Chapter 5, sir. Language assessment and evolution.
Very good. Okay, then see language assessment and evaluation. Very good and very important chapter. This one. Assessment is the systematic collection. Assessment is the systematic collection of data to monitor. See, assessment is the systematic collection of data to monitor the success of your program. Monitor the success of your program or course. In achieving intended learning outcomes for students. Okay. Assessment is used to determine what students have learned. Determine what students have learned. They, they present the material, that means process, and their approach. Some of you mute your mic, and their approach to learning before, during, or after the program or course. That's what assessment. See, evaluation is a judgment. Assessment is different from evaluation. Assessment is different from evaluation. Evaluation. Assessment is collection of data. See, systematic collection of data. Assessment is the systematic collection of data. Whether he wrote the first unit and second unit and fourth unit, third unit, and half yearly, quarterly, and final examination, and assess his outcome, how far is achieved the objectives, and how far is fulfilled the course, and first unit and second unit and third unit, quarterly and half yearly, and second, next unit, and summative examinations. How is the how is the performance, how is the achievement of the student, whether he achieved the goals and objectives, reached the goals, attained, whether not, yes or not, we can know through the assessment. But evaluation is a judgment. Evaluation is a judgment by the instructor or teacher about whether the program or instruction has met its intended learning outcomes. Intended learning outcomes. See, assessment is the systematic collection of data. Assessment is the systematic collection of data. All of that data we may collect. All of the data we may collect in the assessment. Whether he passed in the first unit, whether he got the what the rank he got in the second unit and first unit, and in this way collection of data, keeping in one place, and assess the student, each student, in this way, and assess that sixth class, suppose high school HM is there, assess, he can assess sixth class progress, seventh class progress, eighth class progress, ninth class progress, and 10th class progress. In this way, collection of data, systematically collect the data and assess That is what assessment. Evaluation is a different. It is a by instructor. It is by the instructor or teacher about whether the program or instruction has met its intended learning outcomes. Intended learning outcomes. Suppose we intended the first class student intended that learning outcome is that to make them to learn ABCD alphabets. First, intended to intended learning outcome is that make him objective is that make him to learn alphabets. Whether he learned or not, we have to test. We have to go for a test. That is what test. Evaluate, evaluation, judgment. We may give judgment whether he reached, attained the goals or not. Okay, then. Now see evaluation and a test. Evaluation and a test. Evaluation, we can say uh, look here, evaluation and test. The difference between the evaluation and test we are going to know and further in this class. The concept of evaluation is connected with the objectives of teaching and learning. The concept of evaluation is connected with the objectives objectives of teaching and learning. Suppose first class student objective is that teacher said that objective is make him to learn alphabets, make him to learn, make him to recognize the sound and the letter, the bond, create the bond between the alphabet and sound. That is the objective in the first class student, and changes in the second and third and fourth, and in this way, uh, changes the objectives of teaching and learning by the student, whether he learn or not. That is what the concept of evaluation, objectives of teaching and learning. The question of evaluation assumes significance as the new approach of teaching English is based on the clarity of the objectives or academic standards of the teaching English. Objectives, we may set some of the objectives, and according to the academic standards of teaching English, we have to follow. That is what evaluation. The efficiency of the tools of testing is as important. The efficiency of the tools of testing is as important. Tools of testing means test. We may conduct a test. That is a tool. Test is a tool of a evaluation. And as the soundness of the methods, suitable method we have to choose. Suitable method we have to choose. And the techniques of teaching English also. We have to use some of the techniques. We have to use some of the techniques. Then we can reach our goal. That is what evaluation. The concept of evaluation is connected with the objectives of teaching and learning. See, in the organization of effective teaching program, the three major steps are there. The three major steps are there. One is planning, execution, and evaluation. Planning, execution, and evaluation. We have to plan the education. We have to plan the education. We have to plan the syllabus. We have to plan the curriculum, syllabus. We have to plan year plan, monthly plan, and unit plan. In this way, planning, execution. We have to execute. We have to execute, and evaluation. Finally, we conduct the evaluation. Evaluation is to create innate relationship between educational objectives and the learning experiences. Educational objectives and the learning experiences. See, once again, evaluation is to create innate relationship. innate relationship between education objectives and the learning experiences. And more, we can know about the evaluation. Evaluation and the teaching learning activities are linked to a common goal. Evaluation and the teaching learning activities are linked to linked to a common goal. That is the objectives of teaching the subject. The objectives of teaching the subject. That is why modern evaluation is objective based. That is why modern evaluation is objective based. The concept of evaluation involves objectives of teaching, methods of achieving them, and finding out how far they have been achieved. See, the concept of evaluation involves objectives of teaching, methods of achieving them, and finding out how far they have been achieved. See, one diagram you can find here. See, look, one diagram. Take screenshots, all of you. Evaluation. Evaluation diagram is there. Evaluation diagram is there. Take screenshots, all of you. Objectives. Evaluation includes objectives, learning experiences, evaluation. Objectives and learning experiences involved in the evaluation. This is the diagram. Now, evaluation is the test of both objectives and the learning experiences. We can know through the diagram. We can know through the diagram. Evaluation is the test of both the objectives and the learning experience. Evaluation is the test of both. Evaluation is the test of both objectives and learning experiences. Objectives, test of both objectives and learning experiences. Thus, Thus, evaluation enables us to measure the thus in our evaluation enables us to measure the content. We can measure content, interests, content, interests, aptitudes, likes and dislikes. Likes and dislikes. Ah, see next, Commission, the Education Commission, 1964 and 1964-66, believed that evaluation is an integral part of the whole learning process, and is intimately connected with the formation and achievement of educational objectives. Intimately connected with the formation and achievement of educational objectives. Achievement of educational objectives. We may set some of the educational objectives, whether reached or not, whether we reached the goal or not, attained or not. That is what evaluation process. Uses of evaluation. Let you know about the uses of evaluation. Let you know about the uses of evaluation. See, evaluation helps to clarify educational objectives. Evaluation helps to clarify educational objectives. It helps to reform the educational process. It helps to reform the educational process. Suppose at the end of the year, the result is not good, average result is not good. We have to reform the educational process. And it helps and it offers opportunities for better learning. It offers opportunities for better learning. Okay, then see, third point, it offers opportunities for better learning. Evaluation. Fourth point, it helps to give a clear estimate of methods. It helps to give a clear estimate of methods. Methods are suitable or not, methods are appropriate or not, reaching our objectives or not, right method or not, we can know. We are using right method or not, we can know. It helps to reform the curriculum. It helps to reform the curriculum, overall curriculum. Okay. Now next see, besides testing the literary achievements, it helps to know the tests, interests, aptitudes, behavior, and social adjustment of students. And social adjustment of students. All of them we can know through the evaluation. Seventh point, teacher's success and his own abilities can also be known by evaluation. Teacher's success and his own abilities can also be known by evaluation. See, teacher whether achieved her or she goals, attained or not, reached or not, through that evaluation we can know. Now, examination and test. See, evaluation is a systematic process of determining the extent to which an educational objective is attained. See, the famous definition about the evaluation. Evaluation is a systematic process of determining the extent to which an educational objective is attained or not. See, evaluation, educational objective is attained or not, we can know educational objectives is attained or not, we can know through the evaluation. Tests and examinations are the tools by which evaluation is made. Tests and examinations are tests and examinations are the tools by which evaluation is made. So there are the most widely used tools of evaluation. Test is the tool of evaluation. Examination is the tool of evaluation. Examination is the tool of evaluation. Once all of you unmute your mics. Unmute your mics. Sirisha. Lakshmi Tulsi.
Yes, sir.
Unmute your mics once, all of you. Here, see, I would like to clarify what is a test. What is a test? And see, and what is a measurement also we are going to know about that. A test means you to test. Test is a tool of measurement. Test is a tool of measurement. See, we can know the what is it and what is measurement also. Suppose you want some disturbance is coming from whom that is coming, just mute it. Some children's voice is getting. All of not all two. Some children are there in our house. You can know. Okay, anyway, test means we have to test. Test is a tool of measurement. We have to take measurement means we have to test. How can we test? Suppose the length of the table. How can you know length of the table? How can you know? Unmute. Swati, Bindu, Shruti. Okay. Suppose Taylor takes measurement. Taylor takes measurement and he measures the cloth. What he can use? Measure to cloth, what he can use? Huh?
Tape.
Tape, tailoring tape.
Tape.
Okay? Tailoring tape. Here, uh, here, tool is that to measure, that is a tailoring tape. Tool is that to measure, that is a, he uses tailoring tape. Here, tailor is teachers, we are the tailors. Suppose may recognize sometime we are the teachers. We are the as we think we are the tailors. We have to measure the students' achievement. We have to measure the students' achievement. How can we measure? How can we measure?
Exams.
Huh?
Exams.
Yes, examinations, test. That is called a test. We have to conduct a test. We can conduct. We can conduct a test. That is a tool. Tool of measurement. Test is a tool of measurement. Here, examination also a tool of measurement. Little bit difference between the test and examination here. Okay. Little bit difference we can find in the test and examination. See, let you know about the test first. Test is an attempt to see whether the things taught have been learnt or not. Already have been taught something and we are testing. Already have been taught something and some content and testing that only. Questions put in the test are the answers of which have been already, see here telling, questions put in the test are the answers of which have been already taught to the students. Already taught to the students. Suppose you are teaching about a tree. Teaching about a tree. Tree has tree has tree has branches. Tree has leaves. Tree has flowers. Tree has roots. Some trees have different types of roots. What are the different types of roots are there? Can you say? Anyone?
Taproot हमसे.
What? What are the different types of roots?
Taproot system, hybrid system.
Once again. Once again. Say.
Taproot system,
Ah. Okay.
fibrous root system.
Okay. See, in this way, suppose I thought about a tree, I am going to test what I thought. That is a test. How many? What are the parts of a tree? What are the parts of a tree? How many parts we can observe in the tree? Where we can find the fruits? Where we can find the leaves? And suppose asking what I taught, that is a test. What I taught, that is a test. Questions put in the test are the answers of which have been already taught, have been already taught to the students only. That is a test. And here, test is a tool of evaluation. Test is a tool of evaluation. Test is a tool of measurement. We can know test is a tool of measurement. We have to take measure. We have to take measurement. We can get one number. The next, see examination. Let you know about the examination. Examination is also tool. Examination is also a tool of measurement. Here, two types of tools are there: test and examination. What is the difference between the test and examination? Let you find here. Examination is broader one than a test. Examination is broader one than a test. Test cannot ask about what has been not taught. Test cannot ask about what has been not taught. Suppose I said about you tree. I said about you tree and branches, leaves and parts of the tree. Suppose I did not ask such uh, about tree and asking another one, that is examination. But in examination, see, any sort of questions can be asked provided that it is not beyond their standard. It is not beyond their standard. So examination is an attempt to find out whether the students have attained a certain predetermined standard or not. Other than we have been taught, we are asking, that is an examination. That is an examination. Suppose application questions we can find in the some some examinations. You may write competitive examinations, competitive examinations, some of you open, unmute your mics. Competitive examinations are there now.
Yes, sir.
In the competitive examinations, what we taught, they may not ask what we have, what the teacher has taught and what taught in the classroom. Beyond their standard, you may ask beyond their standard to test the students. That is what examination, attempt to find out whether the students have attained a certain predetermined standard or not. Other than we have been taught, we can ask in the examination. Okay. And application questions. Suppose I said about two trees. One is palm tree, another one is uh, mango tree. Another one is a mango tree. One is a palm tree, another one is
Mango tree.
the mango tree. See, I did not say the differences between the palm tree and the mango tree. Here I am examining you that the differences between the palm tree and the mango tree. I am asking now, what is the difference between the palm tree and the mango tree? Basically, can you say? Anyone can say. What is the difference between the palm tree and the mango tree? Anyone can say? Anusha, can you say?
Sir.
Can you say the difference between the palm tree and the mango tree? One specific difference we can find, that is the long trunk is there for palm trees and the short trunk is there for the mango trees. See, the palm tree is very long. The palm tree is very long. Whether
Mango tree is very short.
mango tree is shorter than the palm tree. Okay. In this way, you can find some differences. I did not teach, but I am asking in the examination. I can ask in the examination, application questions. What is the difference between the palm tree fruit and the mango tree fruit?
Palm tree is
Palm tree
fruit is very small.
Palm tree fruit is very big.
Sure.
See, Tatikaya, you know Tatikaya, Kaparikaya, okay. Coconut tree,
Yes, sir.
coconut tree, whether compared to the mango. Mango is small. In this way,
Then palm fruit.
examination is different from the test. Examination is the different from the test. Now let you know about the measurement. Measurement is to quantify the characteristics of an individual, assigning a number. Measurement is to quantify the characteristics of an individual, assigning a number. Suppose we are conducting a test, 25 marks for a unit test for 25 marks. Assigning a number, out of 25 marks, he got 18 marks. Quantify the characteristics of an individual, assigning a number. That's what measurement. The Taylor gives measurement, takes measurement. Taylor takes measurement, length, width of shirt, and hands measurement, length of the hand, length of the collar, length of the body, chest, and etc. He takes the measurement, assigning number. That's what assigning a number here. He measurement. We may conduct a test, and the test we may take measurement. 25 out of 19, 25 out of 25, 25 out of 24. In this way, 25 out of 9 marks. This is what measurement. Okay. Today I said about the evaluation. Evaluation is a test of both the objectives and the learning experiences. See, here we can observe here diagram, objectives, learning experiences, evaluation. Evaluation linked with the objectives, learning experiences. I said the differences between the test and examination. Test and examinations are the tools of evaluation. Tools of evaluation. Language assessment. Assessment means systematic collection of data to monitor the success of a program. Assessment means systematic collection of data. Suppose headmaster sitting in the headmaster's room and collecting the data of 6th class, 7th class, 8th class, 9th class, and 10th class. He collects all of the data and he would assess now. He would assess which class progress is very good, which class progress is very nice, and which class progress is excellent, which class progress is not reached the objectives, which class progress is average, and which class progress is below average. What can we do, and what can reform the evaluation process to take change in that particular class. In this way, assessment, that is what assessment. We learned today about some of the terms: assessment, evaluation, test, examination, measurement. Little bit difference between the among the terms of assessment, evaluation, examination, test, and measurement. See, test and examination are the tools of evaluation, and test is the tool of measurement. Assessment is the systematic collection of data. Evaluation is a judgment by the instructor or what? Okay. Evaluation, I said, evaluation basically concentrates on the concept of evaluation is connected with the objectives of testing and learning. Test is the tool of evaluation, and test and examination are the tools of evaluation. See, the organization of effective teaching program, 3 major steps are there. We have to